Hi, everyone. Gene Nichols with you here for another edition of Community Roundup. We don't often have artists in our midst, but we have one today, a fine one, Tysen Knight. Tysen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Let's take you back a little bit to where it all began for you and where you got the idea from being a barber to becoming an artist.
Well, it all started for me in Willingboro, New Jersey, where I'm originally from. When I was young, I would be in my room a lot. This is before internet and things of this nature. So you had a lot of time to be, your imagination to run wild. So I'd be in my room. I used to collect baseball cards. So what I would do with my favorite players, I would sketch them on the front and then put all their stats on the back of a loose leaf piece of paper, some of my schoolwork paper. That's how I found out I was artistic. From there, it just kind of took off from there. Then I started to airbrush jeans for kids at school. I started making a little bit of money. Like I would charge $25 for a pair of jeans, $10, $15 for a t-shirt. And it just kind of went from there. Then my mother and my parents were like, whoa, this kid is pretty talented with art. So they tried to push me in the direction of doing fine art. But if you're a young child, you get influenced by your peers. So we would go out and get spray paint cans and go around and put up cartoon characters on walls.
Any formal art training?
No. Just kind of had a knack for it. I was just gifted with it, and I was able to cultivate it. So I'm pretty blessed about that.
R&B videos then followed?
Yeah. So fast forward, growing up in Willingboro, New Jersey, I started working at a barbershop because I was actually good at cutting hair as well. I was really good with my hands.
It's good if you're working at a barbershop, right?
Yeah. Thanks to my parents. They were very supportive of everything I wanted to do. My mother bought me my first pair of clippers when I was around maybe 8 years old. Get me going. I started working at a barbershop that was owned by a Philadelphia Eagles football player by the name of Jeremiah Trotter. He was a linebacker at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I started working there, and they saw my talents as a barber, and they pushed me towards cutting other players. So at one point, I was cutting maybe 5 to 6 different players on the team at that time. And I was fortunate enough to go to the Super Bowl with them in 2005 when they played the Patriots, but they lost that one to the Patriots.
That was the one they lost, yes.
This year they just won one, but I was there the one they lost.
Sure.
So by 3 points, actually. So it kind of went from there for me. So what happened was I was in the shop working. It was a lot of back and forth banter between barbers and clients. You can go there, talk a lot of smack and stuff like that.
You talk shop.
Yeah, you talk shop.
Right.
Talk. That's the only barbershop's the only place where you go and actually do that.
That's right.
So one day, a talent agent was there. She heard me going back and forth and asked me, hey, you ever thought about doing any acting? No, never thought about it.
Sure I have, he says. Most definitely, I'm ready.
So she asked me to come down to her office, which is in Philadelphia. Willingboro, New Jersey is about maybe 15, 20 minutes from Philadelphia. I didn't take it serious, so I never went. I ran into her another time, and she was like, hey, you need to really seriously come down to my casting agency and read for me, a cold read. I didn't know what that was at the time. So I went in, did a cold read. I thought I sucked.
She didn't?
She thought I did a good job. So she's like, you know what? I like it. I want to sign you. I'm going to send you some auditions. I said, okay, cool. So about a month went by, heard nothing. One day I'm at work on a Friday, and my phone rings, and it's the casting agent. And she said, I have an audition for you in New York City for a Life Jennings and Fantasia of American Idol music video called Hypothetically. I said, okay, I'll go. I was a little apprehensive at first, but I said, you know what, I'll go. Because Friday at the barbershop is a day where you make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so she was like, just go. I said, okay. So I told everybody at the shop, I'll take the day off. I got on the train, went to New York, went to the audition, came back. The next day went to work like nothing ever happened. So I'm working that Saturday, then all of a sudden I get a phone call saying I booked the audition. And that was kind of the start of me getting into the acting versus all the other talents that I possess. Yeah, it just kind of went from there. So, yeah.
And you have a lot of talents. The Art of the Hustle, street art documentary. You've got the first film, of course, by that title.
Yes.
You came out here to the desert. You've done some stuff in L.A., which if you're living in Southern California, that's the oyster that everyone's seeking, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Now you've kind of opened up a whole new panoply of doing things outdoors up in Desert Hot Springs and around the desert. And you've also opened up a category for mentoring of people coming up in the generation behind you.
Yes. I was fortunate enough to meet the art coordinator of the Palm Springs Unified School District, Louisa Castrodale. Such a beautiful person. She had me in mind to help with the boys' art mentorship program, which is called BAM. We go to 5 different middle schools in Palm Springs Unified School District, whether that be Desert Hot Springs, Palm Springs, what have you. It's me and 4 other gentlemen. We do drums, music, dance, and poetry. It's just a blessing to be able to mentor children, mentor young boys, because at one point I was a young man and I needed that guidance. And I think it's very important if you have talents that you share those with others and inspire others. So, yeah, I'm very fortunate that I can do that. That's probably my defining moment in my career thus far.
We will give you the website for Boys Arts Mentoring that Tysen Knight is involved with. It's bam.psusd.us. And, of course, we'll give you Tysen's website, tysenknight.com.
Yes.
Where do you see yourself going 3, 4, 5 years from now?
I think about that sometimes. I'm a type of individual that kind of lives in the moment. I never take time to see how far I've come from where I started from. In 3, 4 years, I see myself on the same path, traveling, just being an inspiration to anybody that's into the arts or not into the arts. That's pretty much basically what I'm doing, just share my talents with the world.
Still think that maybe long term it's going to be a combination of the art with the film and video, because that's an art form too.
I believe so, yeah. I got so many things going on.
Right.
I believe so. I believe that I'll be able to tie my filmmaking and my art into one, and also my mentorship programs that I want to do and stuff of that nature, yeah. But my actual film that I have coming out now, it's a homeless artist documentary that I'm working on. I've went around the valley here and filmed several homeless artists, and these people are very talented. It's just no one's recognizing their talent. That was very humbling to me to see that. They're in their probably most despair, but they're still have the fortitude to still create. So I wanted to showcase that and let people know, like, just because someone's homeless doesn't mean they're not worthy or have some type of value. So that's what I'm trying to do with this latest film that I'm doing.
And with any stroke of luck, obviously some hard work involved and some talent, you're getting some of your work into galleries.
Yes. I've been fortunate to get recognized by galleries. The first gallery that recognized me here in Palm Springs was the Desert Arts Center. They were the first to take my work in, recognize my talents, and give me that platform. And from there, I was able to springboard into other galleries. I'm just kind of going.
When you were a child, before this journey began, what did Tysen Knight envision himself being? What did you want to be in life, maybe other than a Philadelphia Eagle football player, which everybody seems to want to be when you're a Super Bowl champion?
I just always had a belief that I would be somebody of importance. I would be somebody that was able to inspire others. I didn't know in what way or what genre that would happen, but I always had this notion that I would be of some importance to someone and to society. Yeah. So I just didn't know in what genre. Now I'm actually figuring out where my talents lie and what path I should take.
By the way, the cheat sheet that I have in front of me that was given to me by the boss says that romance brought you out to the desert. So yes. I would be remiss if I didn't ask, do you find this crazy place of dirt and wind and heat to be all that romantic?
You know what? I think it's what you make it. If you have a significant other and you guys are head over heels for each other, and I think any place will work, But yeah, I think it's a little more hard on the dating scene. Other than that, I think that if two people are on the same page and you guys got respect for each other, I think you can make it work anywhere. And there's a lot of romantic places here in the Valley. You just got to do your research.
I love it. Well, you're too busy a guy to worry about that stuff anyway. You've got documentaries to make. You've got videos to produce. You've got films to create. Yeah. You've got art that you have to draw. Yeah. And you have a bunch of young people in the Palm Springs School District that you are mentoring through your Boys Arts Mentoring Program.
Absolutely.
And continued success. We appreciate your joining us here and wishing you all the best. I'm going to keep track of things at TysenKnight.com. It's TYSEN and then Knight, KNIGHT.com. We can keep tabs on you and all your travels around.
Yes, indeed. And thank you, Gene, for having me on your show. Wonderful interview.
Great to have you with us right here. Tysen, all the best going forward.
Thank you, Gene.
That's Tysen Knight. His publicist, Tally Rosa, is right next to him. I'm Gene Nichols. This is Community Roundup.